that before we start, I want all of us have a part with us that has these forms. Because it will be a very important part of making our time very, very short here. But in case you don't have any, you can reckon on us of find a way of getting. There are 5 different forms in your bag. So I want to welcome all of you for honoring our invitation. And I want to thank those of you who have kept it with this program by consistently reaching out to us to know what is happening. I want to let you know that we give all glory to Almighty God that finally, before the end of this Rotary year, we're holding this Rotary year celebration program. It has not been easy to get this program come on, particularly because of our immediate experience with COVID-19 pandemic and the on it is so the glory of God that our partners would welcome all Rotarians for Family Health and Rotary Action Group for Family Health and AIDS Prevention. We are able to do this program together. So no matter how small it is, we will definitely do it and we will do it together. So I want to welcome all of you to this first part of this journey to carrying out the Rotary Family Health Day for this Rotary year. It's my pleasure to invite our national coordinator. We are privileged that this is the only physical training we have this year, and sometimes will be online. But you can always reach out to us if there are any questions. About this training. So my partner, let's welcome you to this place.
District coordinator. Fellow Rotarians are partners, facilitators, and friends of Rotary. I see a couple of faces here that have been part of us, and I can say as good as partners also. People that have kept fit with the Rotary Family Health Days. People have been involved in these activities for more than 5 to 10 years. And personally, I'm grateful because what it means is that some of us still know that the Rotary Family Health Days program has come to stay. Not minding everything that has happened in the last couple of months as a result of COVID-19 pandemic. Because what really happened, you almost know, is that money suddenly disappeared from nearly everywhere. That's exactly what happened. The COVID-19 pandemic in Nigeria came, and it was more like we were kind of pretending, but in many other parts of the world. And these are the people that were and are still sponsoring our program. They were negatively, heavily impacted. Money disappeared. All the money they were making and were trying to spend were channeled to COVID-19 pandemic. And what it means is that any other money you ask for, they will just say, sorry, we are not into that. And you also must know that where we get the funding from is essentially within Rotary Cycle and some other organizations that believe so much in part of what we're doing. Now, all these other organizations that are health related, all their affiliates all over the world, they didn't do anything, as in nothing, honestly. Unlike any past where they will say, okay, don't worry, we still have so much dollars that we want to keep, and we are giving to Nigeria, we are giving to West Africa. All those money did not come. In the whole of Africa, we are just, I think we are the second country that is ensuring that this is happening. And we had to go through so much, honestly. We had to go through so much. The money that will come from other district DDF, that's a district designated fund, where we get money from, were not released because they didn't have so much. And most of the money comes from America and Asia. Asia as in the Japanese, the Koreans, the Taiwanese, they could not release money. It's as bad as that. So we're going to and fro, and that's the reason why we kept on giving dates and we postponed the dates again. We give dates and we keep postponing the dates. But thank God, we are very, very hopeful that money will still come. The truth is that money has come. Honestly. So don't think it could be a great find that money has come or money has not come. The truth, as I speak with you today, right now, the money has not come. But our fingers are crossed at the national level that the money will come latest, maybe tonight or Monday, and we'll be able to quickly discuss. But we said to ourselves that there is no reason why we have to repostpone. So we're going to do everything and everything. Everybody that has anything to do with management of Rotary Family Health all over the country are having sleepless night in the last 2 weeks. All of us, that's what we've been doing. Monitoring, and we kept on encouraging other people. We've kept on looking for other sponsors. Internally, they are facilitated that have been facilitated. Honestly, they have not even paid them any amount. You can imagine. And they are sacrificing also. But there's nothing we can do at this point than just to tell everybody to please sacrifice a little, if not so much. So while we are thanking them, I'm thanking them publicly. You still have to thank them privately also. Because what they're doing right now is as good as giving us credit. Yes, they've always been with us and we've always paid for the services and all that, but this time around, we have not even advanced them anything. And what we've told them is, please don't do it. We know the money will come, you know you are going to put all your men, because what they do is the M&E, measurement and evaluation. So they put a lot of men on the field to go monitoring what we're doing, which is a prerequisite to the global grants. We must put professionals. We can't do it, Rotarians cannot do it. So we need to put people whose job it is to do similar job, to do the same kind of job, to do it. And they are recommended, they are approved by Rotary International. So when they are coming here to give us training, I think they are just telling us all those things we know only. Yes, we could know all these things because we've done them, front and back and a couple of times. And all of us can say we are close to being professionals. But the truth is that they still need to go through this with us to remind us and to ensure that we are being checked. We are doing what we are supposed to be done when we are supposed to do them, and eventually turning the reports. Because the report is really, really key. If we did not turn in our report the last time, we wouldn't be having this. That's the simple truth. So please, as we're doing this, we're filling the form, we are listening attentively. Don't let us forget that at our club level, at our site level, we will and we must turn in the reports. In the past, we've had issues. No doubt, we will continue to have issues. But we want the issues to reduce by the day because we are seeing similar faces. So we are seeing the same people that are coming in and year in, year out. What it means is that we should be able to move from level of less knowledge to partial knowledge to very good knowledge to more perfect knowledge and begin to do it seamlessly. Doing it seamlessly as in turning in the reports when they are required. New clubs right now, no doubt about that. You can't tell the new clubs not to join us. When we started it, there were just about 50 clubs in the entire district. Now we have about 140 Rotary clubs. And our expectation is that all this, about 140 Rotary clubs, should participate. For truth, not all will be able to participate. Some will participate largely, while some will participate very minimally. Over time, we want clubs to participate largely, spend part of your club's money. It's important. Clubs must be willing to spend part of their club's money. All of you that are coming as representatives of clubs, what we are expecting at the national level, at the district level also, is that you tell your club members, you influence your club's board to save some money for Rotary Family Houses whenever it comes. Just whenever it comes. We have received responses from clubs, and some of them have said something like, well, it's coming to the end of the year, why do we still need this? We need it because it's a promise we have said to the members of the community. We must deliver our promise on a yearly basis. And that's why all of us are bending down to ensuring that this still happens this Rotary year. Next Rotary year is still going to happen, right? So we still must have this Rotary year. No matter how small we're going to be, no matter how little the funding is, and the funding this Rotary year is extremely little. As a matter of fact, we are scratching just somewhere almost as good as 1/3 of what we did last time. So no matter how small it is, let us keep that relationship that we have with our community members. It is important. For as many clubs that can participate this Rotary year, please let the clubs participate. The last time when we came out for our district, we were able to do about 60 sites. But this Rotary year, we can't even do as many as 25. Maybe we'll be able to push about 28 sites. But we still have to go back. And part of going back, it's for us as clubs to please tell our club members to donate. There's nothing wrong in doing that. There's just absolutely nothing wrong in asking any of our club members to please give us 10,000 to rent canopies. Is there anything wrong in that? No. There's nothing wrong in some of us going to pharmaceutical companies where we know people, where we don't even know people, but where we can write and make a requisition for them to give us OCT drugs. There's nothing wrong in that. There's nothing wrong if we have to write to certain organizations to give us some money to buy mosquito nets. There's nothing wrong in that. Nothing wrong also if we have to pay some of the people that will be paying at the national level to give them stipends, to give them meals, water, food, and all that for the 2 days. How it has impacted on us negatively is that this Rotary year we're having 2 days against the regular 3 days. Okay, so we can't continue to do it the way we've always done it, where our funding has reduced drastically. Our more funding for this Rotary year has reduced by over 66%. But we're not giving up. Because when you fall and you decide to remain on the floor, that's when you get defeated. We are all Rotarians and we have decided that no matter how bad it looks like, we'll still continue to smile and keep smiling and let everybody be given that hope. Well, we are the brave hope, are we not? So we shouldn't be down. If we are down, the members of the community will just die. We don't want them to die. And that's why at our own level, let us keep doing it. And I'm sure, like me, you all are fighters and you all are ready to give it a big blow. And that's why the commitment must continue to be as strong as that's always been. Our commitment to the members of the community should not at any time wane. We can take all the sacrifices, but the members of the community, a lot of people out there cannot even afford as much as maybe 50 naira to check their body weight. Can you imagine? And that's the same body weight you take on a daily basis in any of your bathrooms. I'm sure nearly all of us take our body weights on a regular basis. I checked mine this morning and I do it with phone only. I don't have to pay. But where I do not have the instrument, what happens? You might think it's very little, but it's important to most of all this. You can check their body weight, they can check ordinary height. They don't even have to go about it. Yet it's something, it's so simple that it's a matter of just writing something there. They can't check their site level, much less their dentition. So please, these are all the commitments we have said we are up to. And as Rotarians, we mustn't lack, we mustn't wait, we mustn't stop our commitment to members of the community. They matter much more to us because where we see them smiling there, we can laugh. That's just it. For as much as your club can do, please push a little. Tell your club president, yes, the year is almost ended. It really doesn't matter. Let's push. If it's ordinary 50,000 your club can raise it within this 1 week. Raise it and add to part of what we'll be giving. We'll definitely give something. We'll give enough. That's a simple truth. On Tuesday, I'm expecting that we'll be having a lunch, and the lunch is going to be here. The DG and other incoming district governors are going to be here. We're going to have other external people coming here to witness what we're doing. Members of the press are going to be here also. So please, if you can, come over. On that Tuesday also, I'm expecting, depending on how things moves between today and Sunday, I will have some supplies that we can start distributing from Monday. So please be on the alert and look out for it. It's important. And let us get it done. On Thursday and Friday is the time. And all of us here are committed. So, fellow Rotarians, my district coordinator once more and facilitator, I don't know if you are set. Are we good to go or not? We can manage what we have. Okay, thank you very much. Now, I'm going to call to the podium our district coordinator to please continue while I ask to please sit back and please learn as much as you can. Ask all the questions you feel you want to ask right now so that you can have a nice outing. By the way, I didn't mention that eventually the district coordinator will tell us we are going to merge clubs. We did that a couple of years back. Was it the last time or the last 2 times? We merged clubs for effectiveness. It's not because we just want to merge clubs for merge sake. No, it's for effectiveness because we want as many clubs as possible to participate. And don't think if your club is merged with another, maybe a bigger club or a less strong club that you shouldn't participate. No, we want collaboration. And that's the same collaboration that the district has started preaching. So if we have started it at the Rotary Family Health this community, the district also is latching on it, and the world, the Rotary world generally, I'm latching on to it. I think then collaboration is where we all are supposed to go. So please, don't mind the collaboration. Let's make the best out of it. There'll just be one site for maybe about 3 or 4 or 5 Rotary clubs. And for some of our partners that are standalone organizations, we have a couple of them. Nearly all of them have given us their consent to participate in this Rotary. So you can see how popular your program, our program is. Fellow Rotarians, I think for now, once again, I want to thank you for coming. Thank you also for your faith in the program, and thank you for the much that you're going to be doing in the near future. It's important that we continue to have a minimum of 2 members per club. That's very important. One of the things that we'll be making mention of next Tuesday are part of what we'll be needing. And some of them will mention that before we leave here this afternoon. But please, right now, it's time for training, and I would like to quickly hand over back to the district coordinator. First Assistant Governor Ben. Applaud me. All right, just before the while Ben is trying to get that sorted out, here's Shola Bensi. He's also one of our very senior members. He's going to briefly discuss how we can join the Rotary Family Health and AIDS Prevention Initiative. So, Shola, please, you will go through that and market as fast as you can. They are saying maybe I've lost money too much. Yeah. I've stopped loving money.
Thank you, my national coordinator. Good afternoon, everyone. With the ball details, okay. Well, you are welcome once again. I just want to share with you what we all know. We want more people to join RFHA, this Rotarians for Family Health and Education. To join is just $100 for life. And once you pay the $100, we are using Rotary rate. For life, you don't need to pay any other money at the international level. But at district level, we can always call on you. Before, we used to pay 5,000 naira for our own local dues for members, and then $30 for annual subscription. But we look at it that you are paying $30 every year. It will be too much. Why don't you do life? Life is just $100, and it is once and for all. Once you pay that $100, you remain member of Rotarians for Family Health and AIDS Prevention. And we should always spread it in our clubs, tell our friends and families to be part of it. We are looking at it at maybe only few people are here. No, we have so many people who are members. But the people running the activities of health days are just what you are saying, and it's got across all the 4 districts in Nigeria, and very soon become 8 districts in Nigeria. So please, whenever you are ready, you can call on me, or you see as national coordinator or Ben, we will guide you when to pay and how to pay the $100. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, okay. Well, we are going to send the account on our WhatsApp group so that you can access. The reason is that, you know, there are so many protocols when you are collecting money and when you are spending money from RFHA. It has to be accounted for. We have to link the national headquarters and our district together. That not look as if we are collecting some money for something else, you know. So thank you very much.
We want to thank you for your patience. I think we are almost set. Dr. Adebisi. So we will have Dr. Adebisi lead us with the So we want to invite our facilitator, the lead facilitator, Dr. Jai to take us through.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, Rotarians. I should be saying fellow Rotarians, I refuse to. Nice to be here again. It's been quite a while that we've done this before. We've always had the Rotary to ensure that our family health days go on smoothly. So today again is another type of. We do this year, we know sometimes people who handled the tools the year before might not be the same set of people that are going to use it this year. So that's one important reason that we do this training every year. I'll be calling on Dr. Adebisi to take us through the training. We'll be making use of Zoom, but in a way, our Zoom will not be fully complete Zoom meeting because the presentation itself has refused to download for us to use on Zoom. But the forms that we have that we need to explain to us on how to use are already there with the lady that is in charge of the media. So please let me call on Dr. Adebisi, who is program person to take us through this presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon once again. Standing on the existing protocol, my name is Sheikh Adebisi. So briefly this afternoon, we'll be looking through the training, the preparatory training for the days 2022. Able to see my slides as previously said, but we'll follow through, and by the time we get to the forms, we'll be able to have a look together there. So for the introduction, they're giving us the background to the Rotary Family Health Days, so we don't have to go through that again. So what are the goals of this training? The main goal of this training is to strengthen capacity for service provision, record keeping capacity at the end of the 2022 Rotary Family Health Days. So we are having this to strengthen our capacities for the services we are going to provide and improve our record keeping, which is going to be useful for us either for the for events that we are going to have even thereafter. What are the expected outcomes here? The outcomes are: one, we need to acquire and refresh our knowledge of Rotary Family Days, to acquire skills on courteous attending to members of the public. Time our clients come around, attend to them cautiously. To empower the record results of tests, to recording of test results and screenings. To acquire knowledge about referral, particularly to those who need to be referred. So we need to understand who and what we should look at to know if someone is eligible for referral or not. Also, to acquire knowledge about recording and reporting of data. So we are going to start with recording and record keeping. What are the goals of these? Basically, for feedback and reporting. And the objectives of reporting for this activity is to assess the success of the campaign. So when we have reports and we record all, we can assess the success rate and the level of the campaign, and for research purposes. So it further can recorded to do researches thereafter. Also to report back to our sponsors, to the sponsors of the program, and give them a particular, oh, this is what we did and this is how it went. Also to sponsor future planning. So this is very important, and future planning includes for future RFH and other RFHA campaigns. So for the data collection for 2022, the old way that we used to do was to do the registration sheet, consent sheet, and all. But now, this time, what we are doing is we are having our registration sheets. By the time we get to those slides, to pull up, then consent form, service tally sheets. So each of them, I'm going to explain those registration sheets, which involves having the numbers, the sex or gender of the person. Then the service study sheets are the numerous services that we have at our different sites. Then referral is also what we talked about. There is a form that we are going to look at too. Then we have the Excel site data collection, the Excel regional aggregation, and the Excel district aggregation. These three are usually done and coordinated by site coordinators. So they just note that. They reports to the program director and program reports eventually to the RFHA. So on site data collection now, step one is you need to register people as they come in. So for registering people, what we need to do is to record. There is a column for each. I'm going to to the screen to show it clearly. we record their gender, male, female. So even if you are unclassified, you don't have that in the legal form. Either you are a male or you are a female. Then the age. The age is group. I'm sure we should check that registration form in our folders. Is in different groups. So we have groups from 0 to 11 months and so that is for the registration, and we plans like we look of the activities, how people are coming in. Step 2 of this is to obtain consent, and this is done by clearly saying we do random selection of people, or we do like, oh, every 10th or every 28th person that comes in, going to take consent from me. Why? Because no matter how small the site is or how large, we need at least 10 consent forms for the activity. So we have to obtain consent for contact. And step 3 is to record services referral. Because services that the person, that each of those clients, services that was rendered to them, you have to record it. And if there are referrals for any reason, for any purposes from the services rendered, for example, someone that came now and by the time you are checking the blood pressure, you realize that, oh, this is high, above the expected level, you can refer. Or any positive case to any of the services that you feel, oh, maybe the blood sugar is high too or something. So those are referral conditions, so we can refer. So the step 4 is in fact, 4 is in the process, because by the time we have all these things and we have recorded them on our sheet, on different sheets, then we end it there. So now for the registration. The goal for registration is to record an unduplicated head count. Unduplicated head count of the number of clients that's served. What does this mean? That means we don't want to have someone appearing in multiple sheets with multiple numbers. So duplicated means if I am number 1, I'll still explain it further there. If I'm number 1 on the registration list, group 1, I should be number 1 throughout all the service areas that I get to. So, process for at the start of each day, we expect to have designated Rotarians across our sites, and they are expected to supply registration booklets or sheets to us, and we have provide the Rotarians or the volunteers at the registration table. So we should have a registration book there. And during the day, site coordinators and other designated Rotarians, they are accountable and responsible for 1. They are accountable and responsible for controlled access to the site. Controlled access. So they are responsible for that. How people come in, how they get seated, how they are arranged. And the services provided, they are responsible for that. Secondly, they are responsible that all the clients that enter any site must register. So there must not be any client that we don't have the person's details on the registration sheet. So all clients must be registered. Then complete the registration sheet for each individual client. So that is.
Sorry, you might have a question. Another thing that the person has done. And therefore, it will be taken as we have now to collect our food. So this, so we might have a way to stop now for us to collect.
Okay. So thirdly, fourthly, they are responsible to record the following data, like explain the other time, the gender and the age group. Then after registration, after you have completed the registration, that you can further move to any of the service tables to access any of the services.
Ensure that let us finish it. It won't take time. I beg. Let's finish it. It won't take a lot of time. Thank you. Now,
sorry for that break. So while they are still fixing that, so at the end, still on that registration, at the end of each day, the designated Rotarian collects the sheets and perform counting and processing of totals. That means at the end of each day, the designated Rotarian at those sites is going to perform counting and transpose totals. So I'm going to show we have the registration tally sheet with us. So yes, I want us to be put on the screen first so that we can go through it, what we have for us. So we all have a registration sheet with us. Let's bring it up so we can follow through.
Those meetings, those who have been left that list. They are still, what will we now use? That's what I want to go and set up now. So please, they are using that place now. So they are doing radio committee. They are not. Gosh. And DS has been calling me since. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
So it will help us to also
Okay, you're setting up for the
Yes.
Yeah, I've been working with you guys. Remember, when you're always there,
is there. I don't know if it's working there, but they are more kind of. I know it's there. If I have the main, that one is on transfer. That one had the, I think it was 30 times a week. Every day.
always surprise me.
It's always there. In the evening.
In the evening, sometimes.
Yeah.
But
So that's kind of thing we want. Oh, yeah.
That broadcasting.
Okay.
That was the